there's a pattern in your behavior right now that you're completely unaware of. You've been living it, breathing it, making decisions through it your entire life. And so has every person who's ever walked this earth. Carl Jung discovered that we're all unconsciously following four universal blueprints, four archetypes that govern everything from who you fall in love with to how you face your deepest fears. But first, let me tell you why this matters more today than ever. Picture this. It's 1907, and a young psychiatrist in Switzerland is about to shatter everything we thought we knew about the human mind. Carl Jung isn't just treating patients, he's discovering something that will revolutionize modern philosophy and self-improvement forever. While his mentor Freud focused on individual neuroses, Jung noticed something far more profound. Patients from completely different backgrounds, cultures, and centuries were having the same dreams, the same fears, the same heroic fantasies. This wasn't coincidence. This was ancient wisdom revealing itself through the unconscious mind. Jung called them archetypes. Here's what this means for your actual life. That rage you felt when someone cut you off in traffic, that jealousy when your friend got promoted, that's your shadow speaking. But here's the twist that modern philosophy often misses. Your shadow isn't your enemy. It's your hidden power source. Think about the people you despise most in politics, in your workplace, in your family. Jung discovered that we don't hate them for who they are. We hate them because they're living out the parts of ourselves we've refused to acknowledge. This is where ancient wisdom meets modern Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius wrote about observing our own thoughts without judgment, but Jung took it further. He said we must integrate our darkness, not eliminate it. I'll give you a personal example. For years, I judged people who were overly ambitious, calling them selfish and ruthless. Then I realized I was suppressing my own ambition because I was terrified of being seen as selfish. My shadow was trying to show me the drive I needed to embrace. But there's something even more shocking than discovering your shadow. The second archetype will completely reframe how you understand attraction, creativity, and every meaningful relationship you've ever had. Jung called it the anima and animus, the feminine aspect within men and the masculine aspect within women. Jung observed, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. But I see this constantly in modern life. Men who are attracted to fiercely independent women, but feel threatened when their partner actually acts independently. Their animus is trying to teach them about their own inner strength. Women drawn to emotionally unavailable men who never open up? Their anima is highlighting their own need to connect with deeper emotional intelligence. This is where life lessons become practical wisdom. Instead of seeking completion through another person, Jung's teaching points us toward integration. The Stoic philosophers understood this too. They spoke of virtue as the harmony between different aspects of character. But Jung showed us the psychological mechanics of how this harmony actually works. This is where it gets interesting. The third archetype controls every social interaction you have, and most people never realize they're wearing it. Jung called it the persona, the mask we wear to navigate society. Jung warned, the persona is a complicated system of relations between individual consciousness and society. Fittingly enough, a kind of mask designed on the one hand to make a definite impression upon others, and, on the other, to conceal the true nature of the individual. Here's the modern tragedy. This connects directly to Stoic philosophy and modern self-improvement. The Stoics taught us to examine our judgments and reactions. Jung showed us that many of our reactions aren't even ours. They're our persona defending itself. If this is resonating with you, if you're starting to see these patterns in your own life, then you're ready for the final archetype, the one that ties everything together. The fourth archetype is the self, not your ego, not your personality, but your deepest, most integrated essence. Jung said, this is the archetype of meaning, purpose, and wholeness. Here's the revelation that changes everything. The self isn't something you achieve. It's something you uncover by integrating all the other archetypes. Your shadow gives you power. Your anima animus gives you balance. Your persona gives you social skill. But your self gives you authenticity. Jung called this process individuation, becoming who you actually are rather than who you think you should be. So here's your challenge, and it's going to be uncomfortable. For the next week, start noticing these archetypes in action. When you feel intense dislike for someone, ask yourself, these 4 archetypes aren't just patterns you observe in others. They're the keys to understanding every choice you make, every relationship you build, every moment you feel truly alive. And if you're ready to dive deeper into this kind of life-changing philosophy, if you want to explore more wisdom that actually transforms how you live, rather than just how you think, then you need to see what's coming next. Because the deepest truths about human nature aren't found in self-help books or motivational speeches. They're found in the timeless wisdom of thinkers who understood something profound about what it means to be human. Jung left us with one final thought. Your vision becomes clear when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. The question is, are you ready to wake up?